Hello, gorgeous manifestors. How are you? Happy Wednesday and welcome to part 3 of my 5-part series of my Academy warm-up. So I'm doing this warm-up ahead of the launch of my Step Into the Power Creator You Were Born to Be Academy. This academy is specially designed to help you unlock and fast track what's in your vortex. That's launching on the 7th of June, and this week is all about warming up the energy, covering some of the kind of stuff we're going to be looking at together in the academy, and just to help you amplify your energy. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is 𝗪𝗿𝗄𝗏. I am the creator and founder of Mastering the Art of Manifesting. And it is my insatiable passion to help hundreds of millions globally to master the art of manifesting, to unlock what's in their vortexes, and to become the powerful creators that they are truly here to be, because we are all here to contribute to the expansion of the universe. We are currently in a shift at the minute in our planet from 3rd consciousness going into 5th. There's so much for us to tap into and to harness. And I may be saying a few terms that feel a bit out there, but actually my job is to demystify this. Some of it may sound a bit airy-fairy, but actually when you demystify this stuff, you understand how powerful law of attraction is, how limitless you truly are, and what we're really here to be able to do. And so we're at the leading edge of the leading edge here, and yeah, I can't wait to share this journey with you. My story is I've been working with law of attraction consistently for 2 years. The expansion I've had physically and energetically has been ginormous, and I'm still only just getting warmed up, and there is so much more to come. So this is about allowing you to step into your limitless potential too. Hello, my darlings. I can see lots of you are commenting. Hello. If you're watching the replay, comment #replay as ever. Hi, Karen. Hi, Connie. Hi, Louise. Hi, Claire. Hi, Gwen, Joanne, lots of you tuning in. Jill, okay, I'm going to stop reading all your names out and let's get cracking, because today's live, hello Helen, today's live is all about money manifesting. So when you sign up for the 6-month academy, you get access to my 6 best online self-study courses, and one of those courses is my money manifesting mindset mastery. But all of my courses weave in money manifesting, because money is one form of abundance. It's something that everybody wants to manifest more of. It is something that is completely and utterly accessible to all of us all of the time, but so many of us have blocks around it. And so in the 6-month academy, you get access to those courses for life, but you also get my live coaching 3 times a month on a group Zoom conference call. So again, based on the academy that I ran last time and the huge success of that, money comes up virtually on every single call, because what happens is in the group of the academy, each person I'll come to one-to-one to help you. So every week, pretty much, we're talking about money manifesting. And I have had very interesting history with money. There's always some kind of universal training going on for me around money, because I'm here to master it and then to coach it on to you guys. So money is a real passion subject of mine. I have gone from being so stuck and trapped around money to a 6-figure money flow that's working really, really part-time. And for me, I'm what's known as a process manifestor, which is different to an outcome manifestor. And a lot of the work out there at the minute and teachings and guidance is for outcome manifestors, because they're being taught by outcome manifestors. So obviously they're going to teach what works for them. Whereas my teachings are way more process focused, and I've always known that I've manifested a bit differently. I've always known I've done it in a slightly different way. And so a lot of the people that find my work, including you guys, are going to be process manifestors as well, because it's law of attraction and like attracts like. And a lot of people find when they find my teachings that the way I teach resonates for them a lot more than a lot of the other stuff they've done today, and that's purely because I'm process and your process. We're just the right match. So very quickly, so you can understand the difference between outcome and process. If you are an outcome manifestor, The guidance of picking a specific money goal and a specific deadline is going to really, really excite you, and that's going to set your soul on fire, and you're going to love holding the energy for it, and it's going to be really exciting, and your energy will shift every time you manifest that money in. However, when you are a process manifester, specific goals, specific deadlines don't work for you. They make you contract. You immediately go into the how. You can never surrender your energy around it. And, you know, law of attraction is about when you are surrendered and in that allowing energy, everything flies into your experience. So if you're not surrendered and allowing, it's not going to come in. So for process manifestors, it's much more about enjoying the whole delicious process. It's actually about it not even being about money. As a process manifestor, actually take the focus off of money, and you just have to enjoy the whole process, because your energy shifts the whole way throughout the manifesting process. So you'll be able to feel in very easily to whether you are process or outcome. You can be a mixture of both. I am massively at the process end of the scale. I have once manifested in a sort of outcome way, and it was energetically exhausting for me to the extent I wouldn't want to do it again. And I love manifesting, and I manifest really powerfully. So just because you're a process manifestor doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you manifest any less powerfully. You just manifest in a different way. And when you start to do it this way, everything starts to open up for you. So I work purely with universal guidance, so I don't weave in strategy, I don't create roadmaps, I don't do plans. I literally just work with universal energy. Universal energy is infinite intelligence. Universal energy is what unlocks everything in the fastest, most direct way. So yes, you can implement plans and roadmaps and strategies, and they can get you there, but they're not going to get you there as fast as following infinite intelligence, which is universal guidance. So we talked about this yesterday in part 2, where we were talking about becoming the power creator you're here to be. It's basically about moving with the universal guidance, and the majority of the population don't, or they try to, but they still let their ego and logic get in the way. Whereas when you surrender to universal guidance, everything that you desire is going to unfold for you in the most divine, delicious, fastest, most rapid, most easiest way for you. There's no other faster way to manifest what you desire other than infinite intelligence and following that, okay? So my top tips for money manifesting. So I sat down this morning and I received all of this in about 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna talk to you about some of the top things that I do in terms of my manifesting. You know, these things are going to be included in the money manifesting course and the academy as well, but as well as a lot more, because there's only so much I can deliver on a 1 hour live. But it's going to give you a taster and some things that you can go away and start doing today. From here on in. Manifesting is about continually using these tools. Vibrational mastery is about continually watching your vibration. It's not about you just fix yourself in like 1 week or 1 month and then it's done. It's always the work if you want to keep expanding. Once I've gone through the tips, then I'll open this up for questions, so you can start your questions coming in now, and then I will answer as many as I possibly can at the end of this live. Hi Karen, gorgeous soul sister, hope you're good. Mwah. Okay, my darling, so right, some top tips for money manifesting. So if you've been watching the other lives that I've done this week, on Monday and Tuesday, you would have heard me talking about the Dream Day Journal process. And the Dream Day Journal process is phenomenally powerful if you are a process manifestor, because it allows you to hook into that high vibration manifesting energy, and it kind of cuts you through that how and that contracted energy. So you can get the tutorial for the Dream Day Journal for free when you sign up to my newsletter. You can sign up for my newsletter on my website, which is www.masteringtheartofmanifesting.com. And I say to people so often, when you're journaling about your dream day, don't write about the money, because the money is going to make you contract. So when you're dream day journaling, think about your dream life. And obviously it probably isn't too confusing to understand that if you manifest your dream life, the money is going to come to support that just by default. But if you are trying to focus upon the money you want, you are likely to contract. As a process manifestor, it has to virtually not be about the money, unless you can really love the outcome energy and you really want to drive the energy around that outcome, in which case go for it. But if your process, it has to be about you focusing upon what you want rather than the means to get it. So it's almost like you manifest past the money. So you journal about your dream day and your dream life, and you feel the energy of that. So the power of that tool is, as you're writing it and your heart is singing, because if you're writing it in the right way, your heart will sing. As you're writing it with that energy, because you're going to have no resistance, everything you want is going to start moving towards you, and the guidance. So, you know, manifesting and being a power creator is about taking inspired action, not efforting action, inspired action. And so when you dream day journal, you open yourself up to all this guidance and all of this manifesting flow. But if you are journaling about the money that you want in order to get the things that you want, I can guarantee that 99.99% of you will contract and you'll feel it. You'll be writing your dream day journal, you'll be feeling really high vibration, and then as soon as you write about something where your mind tries to take you into the how, you'll kind of feel that contraction in your body. A lot of us feel it in our chests, or you'll feel this kind of like weight, and you'll feel this kind of like, oh, but how am I going to get that? And what you feel is what manifests. So when you're feeling that energy of how am I going to get that, you can see that that's not a good energy to bring in what you want. Whereas when you're just journaling about all the things that you desire and, you know, feel the energy that you've already got them whilst you're journaling, that's going to feel scrummy to you, and you are going to be such an open channel from which to receive when you have that energy. So manifest past the money. What is it that you want the money for? And write about that in your dream day journal. So, you know, I say this in the tutorial that you get when you sign up for my newsletter, but basically when I started journaling, it was never about the money. It was about helping millions around the world. It was about waking up to messages of thanks every day. It was about feeling the sun on my face, feeling the grass under my feet, having a garden full of flowers. And it was anything that felt delicious to me and made my heart sing. So obviously the title of today's live, which Sarah gave me, is Yummy Scrummy Money. But when you want to eat stuff, you know, when you love something so much and you want to eat it and it feels delicious to you, that's when you're a bang on match and there's no resistance. So if you can journal in a way where you just want to eat everything you're writing about and there's no resistance, it's going to come in really fast. And the guidance in which that's going to come in is going to come in really fast. So manifest past the money. Think about what it is that you want, and I wouldn't really go into specifics. If you're a process manifester, I would go really, really huge and expansive. So what is your dream day? Not what is your average day? Not what is your day going to be like next month if you manifest enough money to buy the car that you want. Go bigger, go broader. I generally find with process manifestors, you have to go really big and broad because it just takes you out of the how energy. And you need to, I would suggest, never rush the dream day journal process either. Bathe in it, revel in it, because what happens is when you journal with no resistance, your vibration increases and increases and increases, and then that will often stay with you throughout the whole of the day. And that's when you're in powerful manifesting flow, because what you think about all day is what manifests, as long as you're feeling what you're thinking. And with money, so often people think that they want more, but they're feeling lack, so they manifest lack. So really tune into how you're feeling. So the dream day journal is so powerful. It is such a fantastic place to start. And think about that bigger, broader vision. Go really huge and limitless with it. Let your heart sing. Like I just said, don't rush the writing of it, but let your heart sing, and then the clarity will come in. So I was journaling for 2 or 3 weeks, I think, around the things that I've just mentioned. And then, and I was really stuck at the time. I had no clarity. Everything was really hazy and blurry, and I was so stuck. And then I started journaling, and 2 weeks later, this massive clarity came to me that I love law of attraction and I love helping people. So I'll try and be a law of attraction coach and see if I'm any good. And I didn't listen to the ego, which tried to talk me out of it immediately. I just went with that guidance, and then the rest is history. Everything flew. So can you see, you have to kind of follow the guidance as well. It's not just about things coming out of nowhere. As soon as you launch a desire for an item or money, but for your process, for the bigger things that you want, as soon as you launch it, that desire, the universe immediately creates thousands of ways for that to come into your experience. It's pretty much like 99% manifested. You just have to get out of that way, of that one, you know, that last 1%. And you do that by dropping the resistance and just knowing that it's coming. And the Dream Day Journal helps you to feel that faith energy. I touched yesterday upon the vortex of emotion, and I'll be kind of talking about this way more in the academy because it's quite complex but awesome. You can trigger the vortexes in different orders to generate different feelings, and when you have all 5 vortexes of emotion lit up, it equals faith. And someone said to me this morning, when they feel that faith energy, that's very similar to the energy they get with the Dream Day Journal. And when you have faith, there's zero resistance. So you can see how powerful the Dream Day Journal is at shortcutting you into that. But you have to write about what makes your heart sing, which means don't write about the money. So manifest past the money. Go really, really big and think about what it is that you want. And I've just got a couple of examples of this with my car. I journaled around having a white Audi on my driveway, and I journaled around that for a while, and then finally I followed the inspired action and I went and booked a test drive, and it all fell into my lap so fast. I went to book a test drive with no intention of buying a car, but just to test drive it to ramp up the energy, because what you feel is what manifests. So I wanted to be able to know what it felt like to drive that Audi. And I went to the garage, and they happened to be having a huge discount that month because they were really behind with their sales. And the exact car I wanted, there was only one in the entire country, and it was located 20 minutes away from where I was test driving it. And it all just fell into my lap so quickly. There were other manifestations as well. I think a few months before, I'd gone online and spec'd up my dream Audi, and they sold the car to me, and we sort of agreed everything, and then they realised that there were some additional bonus features that were in the car that they didn't know were in there, but that were on the spec I'd spec'd up a few months before. So bang & olufsen sound system, and like comfort lighting and stuff. It was all the stuff I wanted to eat, and so because they'd kind of made an error, they gave that to me for half price as well, like those additional things. So all of these things fell into my experience, and it just all became so easy. So it was never about manifesting the money for the car, it was how the car felt. And because I wanted to eat how the car felt, the universe brought it all to me, and I manifested the car. And ever since, because it was such an aligned purchase, the universe has always supported me, and we'll be talking about aligned spending in a minute. So that's one example. Another example is this cottage that I've manifested. Again, I didn't think about the money that I'd need to manifest the cottage, but I knew I wanted to manifest a cottage in particular. Mostly, like anywhere, I guess, mostly around here it's not cottages, it's normal houses, and I knew I wanted to live in this area. And in fact, a few months before I found this cottage, about 5 months before, I was walking really near here on one Sunday, and I was walking up a road with my friend, a road that's literally now a stone's throw away. And I was like, oh my God, I love this road. This is where I want to live. It's amazing. When I'm a millionaire, I'm going to live here. And this particular friend is really good for manifesting energy. She's my only school friend, actually, that really kind of fully, I think, understands and will even use herself law of attraction, because all of my other friends are, I guess it's still very new to them, but she sort of gets it. And we always dream big together. So first of all, I manifested this cottage, which is literally right by that road, and I walk up and down that road all the time when I'm walking Bell, when I'm popping to the little parade of shops. I love it, and I always remember that. But I didn't, I hadn't started this business when I found this cottage. I was doing network marketing, but because it wasn't my actual purpose, it wasn't bringing much money in. So it was such a leap of faith to go with this cottage. But I viewed one cottage that I knew wasn't right, but I just wanted to get out there and get the energy moving. And then I found this cottage hidden on an advert on Gumtree. It wasn't even on the local real estate sites. And the landlady, I messaged her on the Sunday. I was like, oh my God, this looks amazing, can I view it? And she said yes. And then that Monday morning I was like, I can't afford to pay that rent. I can't. So I messaged her going, I'm really sorry, it's just too much of a stretch. I don't want to mess you around, because my ego was running in, my ego was getting in the way, and I wasn't listening to my heart. And then she replied saying, oh, it was such a shame, you seem so lovely. And I was like, do you know what, screw it, I'm just going to drive up it's 5 minutes, so I'm going to drive up now and have a look at it. I'm just going to come. And again, because she was only there that morning, I had to go then. So again, it got me out of my head and into my heart again. So I drove up here, and as I drove towards it, I was like, oh my God, I love it already. And then as I came in, every room she showed me, I wanted to eat. And I was like, oh my God. And it has all the features. It's got the ivy up the walls. It's now got the white Audi on the driveway. But it even had the blue front door. It had the feels over the back. And so it's got all of the features that I wanted, not in the way that I was thinking it would look in my head, but the way the universe has brought everything towards me. It's exactly got everything that I wanted. And you know, she had only ever let the place out to couples before, but because it was just me, she said, you know what, I love you, and so I'm really happy to let you sublet a room. And she'd never done that before. Also, she had never allowed dogs in the cottage before, but because she loved me, she let me have Belle in the cottage. There were so many things that just miraculously fell into place. And logically, there's no way I should have got this cottage. So I took the leap, came into the cottage. Within 2 weeks, manifested like the most dreamiest flatmate, you know, lodger at the time. And then just being here, being somewhere that I love, then opens up, you know, everything else for me. You know, this cottage is a cottage of magic. I mention it in my first book. It is a cottage of magic, because ever since I've moved here, the manifesting magic has chased me. So again, it was never about the money. It was about what I wanted and what is it that I wanted to eat. And when you know what you want to eat and you feel into that energy so much, and you take the inspired action, the universe will move mountains to bring everything you want towards you, okay? Okay, so some other top tips on money manifesting. Focus on what comes in. Most people spend their whole life, or the majority of their time, only watching what's going out, and what you focus on expands. When you understand law of attraction, what you focus on expands. And most people are so worried about money, and I get it because I used to be the same, but they're so worried and tense that they're always watching what goes out. So there's some different things you can do around this. You can shift things around in your bank account, so all your outgoings go out once a month. That's something I did a few months ago, and it really shifts the energy, because you then spend the rest of the month just watching what's coming in, and you're only worrying with what's going out once a month. Track everything that comes in. Again, really powerful. When you're doing your manifesting evidence list every morning, list all the money evidence that's come in, whether it's physical money, whether it's discounts, whether it's freebies and gifts. Track it all, add it all up. Know the universe is bringing this into you, and what you focus on expands. And this is something I've done in my business since day one, that I teach to everyone that I help with business as well. If you're running your own business, track everything that comes in every single day, and the energy of that is only going to expand. So track everything that comes in, focus on what comes in, and stop stressing about what's going out. Do your rough outgoings each month, know roughly what it is that's going out. So I have, well, not roughly, I know exactly what's going out, because I know what all my outgoings are, and I total that up, and I know that's the minimum that I need to bring in, plus like buffer for VAT and tax and stuff. Now I'm a grown up and I have to do VAT and tax as well. So I know my minimum, and then I spend the rest of the month just feeling that energy of money coming in, and it's really, really, really powerful. Are there any other energy leaks you can clear up? Do you have random direct debits that are going out your bank account? Again, that all takes up energy. Clear the energy, simplify stuff, declutter stuff. Declutter what's going on in your bank account. There's a couple of direct debits actually I want to cancel. They're on my to-do list this week, so I'm not even using them. It's like, that is not good energy. I want really crystal clear, clean, streamlined energy running through my business and my personal bank accounts. So think about any energetic leaks. If you've got credit cards, you know, debt is not a bad thing at all. It's just energy. Again, something we go into a lot in the academy. I used to have tons of debt, so I've again had lots of universal training around this, but it is just energy. But if you've got credit cards and you're paying minimum payments every month, are you able to move those balances onto another card that's interest free and just clean up that energy? All of those things are cleaning up these leaks. That actually has a massive compound effect when you do it. So clear any energy leaks up. Go downstream as well. Keep everything as simplified as possible. So Abraham has a term upstream and downstream. So imagine if you are swimming upstream against the tide, it feels difficult, but if you just move with the stream and go downstream, it's very easy and the current carries you. It's exactly the same with law of attraction. So really look at whether you're going upstream or downstream with your money as well, and streamline. I'm such a fan of streamlining and simplifying stuff, because from that energy point you've got so much energetic space to welcome new stuff in. So think about, is your money sort of flowing downstream? Are you committing to things that are stretching you a bit in a non-aligned way? Because if you are and you're going more upstream, like, shift those things around, take the pressure off, and as soon as you do, that money will kind of soar in again. So think about clearing up any energy leaks. Keep feeling expansive as well. I teach this, I'll be teaching this in the academy as well. When you're running a business, or just generally with your money manifesting, know it's only, you know, it can get bigger and bigger and bigger, and have that mindset. And don't, you know, it's about training your ego. If you have a really big month in terms of money manifesting, training your ego, that's invariably going to come up and say, oh, but you've done that once, that's just a lucky fluke. It's actually like, no, that's not a lucky fluke. I can manifest whatever I want. Energy is like, and you know, the energy of money is infinite, it's limitless, it's endless, it's available, it's accessible, it's there the entire time. So we can just keep manifesting more and more and more. But if you are a process manifestor, it has to not be about wanting the specific money. It has to be about the grander vision. If you're in business, well, we will be looking at business tomorrow in more detail, but if you're in business, it has to, again, not be about the money. It has to be about your purpose, what it is you want people to feel when they work with you, what it is that you want to bring out into the world. If you're process manifested, this is the most powerful way for you to manifest epic, scrummy abundance and money and prosperity, okay? Know that money is an endless flow. I will do a money meditation for us in a minute, so you can ramp up that money vibration as well. And, you know, another thing to think about is, when you're dealing with money, again, generate that energy that you want to eat everything around it. So do you want to eat your wallet? Do you want to eat, you know, the desk or the area in which you deal with money? Do you want to eat the laptop? You know, it just sounds so silly, but it's so powerful. Everything in my office I want to eat. My laptop I want to eat. And, you know, even with bills that come in, rather than thinking, oh, I don't want to pay them, I pivot the energy round so that I'm really thankful and grateful that I can pay them, and, you know, and that I'm really thankful that that service has been given to me. I'm so thankful for the electricity and the gas, for example. It's the same with the VAT bill. You know, I've had to shift and start paying VAT. Again, a bit of new energy to play with there, but feeling so grateful that that money, you know, training myself to think, actually, rather than that money not being mine and being taken away, that money is going back out into the, I don't know, the community. Even it's going back out to help others. How amazing is that? And did you know that when you are, you know, the more people you help become wealthy, the more wealth that comes to you. So it's always about giving it back out into the universe, and loving the flow of it, going out, knowing that more's coming in, and always loving that energy. And we'll do a meditation around that in a minute, okay? But think about your wallet. You know, do you want to eat your wallet? I'll show you mine, 1 second. So this is mine, gorgeous blue scrummy wallet. I love this colour and I want to eat it. It's really kind of tidy on the inside. It's just really just neat. There's not, you know, there's not loads of rubbish in there. And I really treasure that, because whenever I'm dealing with money, I want to eat the wallet. And so, you know, it doesn't need to be an expensive wallet. I had a client once that just went and bought one from a charity shop and she loved it. So, you know, the areas in which you're dealing with money, do you want to eat them? Because what you feel is what manifests, and you want to be creating as much joy around you all of the time as you can, because that equals high vibration, which equals manifestations. Do get up close and personal with your money as well. Another very common thing that I have with clients, and that I used to experience myself, is that I was scared of opening bills. I was scared of looking into money, you know, personal money matters and things, because it made me feel really sick. But when you are living in that energy of fear, you can't manifest more. So you have to get up close and personal. And nowadays, if I'm ever feeling any bit of tension, I go straight into my spreadsheet, because I've got a spreadsheet, because I'm a bit of an Excel geek, but I love Excel. They're from my geography days, and I did a geography degree, which is hilarious because I don't really use geography ever now. I'm a manifesting coach. But, you know, I will go in and look at my spreadsheet and look at exactly what's going on, because you cannot manifest what you aren't looking at. And this tends to be something people are very fearful of, and I totally get it, because I was there myself. But again, in the academy, I will literally hold your hand and we will do it together, because you want to get in control of your money. And, you know, I had a client that wouldn't, you know, was so scared of doing this and was in floods of tears, and I really kind of loved her and helped her through it. And then when she did it, she said it wasn't as bad as she was expecting. And also she then manifested her first €1,500 client within the next 24 hours, so fast. So the power of getting up close and personal is just massive, 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 okay? And remember, you know, when you're spending money on things and you're debating whether or not you really want the item, does it feel delicious to you? Because there's no point buying it if it doesn't feel scrummy, or if it's not in alignment with the quantum leap version of you. So again, I used to, I guess, comfort shop quite a lot, especially in charity shops and things. But now it's like, I will only buy things if I want to eat them, because when you buy something and it has that energy behind it, that energy stays there, it's permanent. Especially if you're like, I don't know, committing to rent like here, or, you know, car finance or whatever it is, whenever you're entering into something, make sure it's really aligned. And sometimes it will feel a bit uncomfortable to your ego, but as long as it's aligned in your soul and you know it's right in your soul, the universe is going to support you with that the entire time, okay? So aligned spending, also really, really powerful to practice that as well. So there's quite a lot there for you to play around with. In the academy, you get a 5-module course. So over 5 weeks, you get to work specifically on money with my live support as well. So that's just some stuff for you to get started with. But really look at these things, because everything that I practice now is so different to what I did five years ago, and that's why everything has changed for me. So check in and see where you need to start implementing these things, and have fun with it. Remember, like with all manifesting and law of attraction, it is about keeping your energy really light and playful. The universe loves the light, playful energy. Know that the better it gets, the better it gets. And just know that money is literally just energy. You can even create some, you know, truths around it with law of truth. You know, money is just an energy, and check in with whether you feel it in your truth vortex when you say it. If you don't know what I'm talking about with vortexes of emotion, watch yesterday's session, because we talked about that in a bit more detail for you. So I hope that helps, guys. Any questions, do feel free to ask them. We will get comfortable in a minute just to do the meditation. Tomorrow, part 4, we will be looking at, you know, becoming a power creator, leveraging law of attraction in business. Friday, we'll be looking at like leaps, aligned leaps and life shifts and that kind of thing. As you know by now, all of this is leading up to my Powerhouse Academy, my Powerhouse 6-month academy that starts on the 7th of June. So if you are serious about mastering the art of manifesting, if you are done with the struggle and living small, and you want to make 2019 your year that you unleash what's in your vortex and become limitless, check out that course. The link's above. If you want to have a chat with me about it, inbox me and we'll get a call booked in. But know that this academy is just going to get bigger and bigger in the future, and the prices will increase as well. So if you are feeling called, now is the time to leap, and I'm so excited to see who else the universe brings through. I'm so excited. Okay, my darlings, so let's get comfortable and let's have a go at this money flow meditation, and then we'll do a live Q&A. Okay, so get really comfortable for me if you can. I've got a candle burning, by the way. It's nice to have that zen, surrendered energy. So get really comfortable for me. Close your eyes. Keep your head upright. If you're like me and you're lying down, you will fall asleep. And meditation is about relaxation and surrender, but also having a sense of alertness. So just take a couple of deep breaths in and out for me. And now just allow your whole body to surrender. Imagine delicious golden sunshine energy coming in over the top of your head, relaxing your head and your scalp, your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your chin and your jaw, down the back of your neck, through your neck. So imagine it going over you and through you, and everywhere it touches, this warm sunshine energy relaxes you. Feel it coming in through, down through your chest, your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms, your hands and your fingers, your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, your hips, your waist, your bottom, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet and your toes. And now just coming back up into your solar plexus area, and just surrender this area in particular, because this is your powerhouse, vibrational center. When this feels completely surrendered in your body, you know that there's no resistance and that all of your manifestations are flying in towards you. And think about a time where you felt this same surrender as well. So for me, it's always lying on a sunbed somewhere really hot, on a holiday, and there's never any resistance. It's total surrender, total allowing. And just feel that energy now. And now I just want you to hold your right palm facing up, and then your left palm facing up. And I just want you to think about a time that you spent money, so you feel that money going out through your left hand, but you knew more money was coming in. So you were spending totally freely. There was no contraction, there was no restriction. You were spending knowing that more money was coming in. So this could have been the day you got paid at work, for example, or it could have been another time. Just think of one time. There may be two or three that come up, but just now relive that vibration. So feel that money going out with the knowing that more money is coming in through the right hand. And now just keep practicing that flow out through the left hand and in through the right hand. As you're spending out, more's coming in. Out and in, out and in. And you're spending through your left hand, knowing that there's always more for the universe to give you. And just really practice that flow and feel it, because what you feel is what manifests. So let's just sit here for a couple of minutes and feel that and ramp that vibration up, knowing that we only have to hold a vibration for 68 seconds for our manifestations to start coming towards us. So a couple of minutes here is way longer than that. So feel into the power of this. Know you're more powerful than millions when you're doing this. So feel the money flowing out and more coming in. And just keep feeling that for a couple of minutes now. And you can play with it a bit more if you like, and feel more coming in than what's going out. So you start to build this overflow energy. So you've got loads coming in and a little bit coming out. Loads coming in and a little bit coming out. And feel that overflow energy building. Feel how powerful you are, how limitless you are. Connecting to the universal truth that money is just energy, that it's limitless, it's available, it's accessible. It's always there for you to just turn the universal tap of money on. What you feel is what manifests, and feeling this energy for a few minutes every day is so powerful. And follow the guidance that you get given as a part of this process as well. And now take this gorgeous energy and channel it out through your solar plexus into a sphere around you. And push it out now to the size of the room that you're in, your home, your street, your town, your city, your county or state, your country, your continent, your hemisphere, out around the whole world. Join all of our energy together and push that out further now, up into the atmosphere, out into space, out through the solar system, out to the far edges of the universe now, even further, out into the multiverse. Feel how powerful you are, how you have all of this infinite intelligence at your fingertips. And set the intention that you're going to surrender into this energy now. No more pushing, no more struggling. Just enjoying the gorgeous universal money flow. And now you can either leave that energy hugely expansive, or you can bring it back in, whichever feels most comfortable to you. And just bringing your awareness back into your body and wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your head gently from side to side. Taking a deep breath in and out. And opening your eyes when you are ready. Okay, my darlings, let me know how that felt for you. Oh dear. And also let me know if you have any questions. Now is your time to ask. How are we doing for time? Yeah, now is your time to ask. I've got some time to answer any questions that you have. I do that. I won't check the post. I'm getting better at it, but it's hard for me. Well done, darling. Really proud of you. Yeah, really. I mean, probably what's really good for you is to spend an afternoon actually sitting down and getting it all up and accurate in front of you, and having kind of a spreadsheet. That would probably be the next step. Really looking at that budget, because once you can take control of money rather than feeling like money is controlling you, the whole energy flips, and it's really, really powerful. So I hope that helps, my angel. But well done, and celebrate the fact you're doing that, because you're being a lot braver than a lot of people would be. So really praise yourself and love yourself. That's really good progress. Well done, angel. Someone else is saying you have a blue wallet. How very law of attraction. Hey, Karen, darling. Oh, so nice to see you all. Cool. Right, I'm just going to give it a minute or two just to see if any questions come in. I feel like I should have some holding music occurring, but I'm not going to sing to you because you wouldn't want that, I can assure you. So, any questions? If you don't have any questions, can you just comment no, so that I know that you don't, and I don't cut this live off halfway through question being typed. Just give it a minute or so, because there is a couple of minute delay. So I'll have a sip of water from my ridiculously big water bottle. I've been talking a lot. See lots of hearts, you guys. I love you. Okay, let's give it another minute or so. If you're watching on catch up, feel free to post any questions under the recorded version as well when you're watching the replay, and I'll come back and answer them. No, okay, you're welcome, darling. I think we're good, guys, aren't we? Which is unusual. Normally there's a lot of questions about money manifesting. I think we're good. Awesome. Okay, my darlings, so any questions, let me know. Remember, the Academy, you can access all of those courses and tons of coaching from me as well, like hugely manifesting lots of discounts. There you go. One of you saying, is there any way that we can have the meditation part like in a short clip or something? Yeah, if okay, what you could do is just bookmark this and just remember how soon into this this starts playing. When you have my money book, which is also part of the Dream Day, which is also part of the Academy, I do the Money Inner Circle. You should have the link, darling, because you did the Money Inner Circle. You got the link to the other meditation that Olivia did, but that's sort of similar. I think if you just bookmark this video and know whereabout it started, that's probably the best thing to do in this instance. But also when you sign up for my newsletter, you get the expansive manifesting and money meditation as well. So there are quite a few different things to play around with, but I know Mel's very busy with lots of stuff. So I think if you can just bookmark this and remember the time that I started, you can just kind of add it to your saved videos on Facebook. That's what I often do. If I like a video, I will save it and I'll just make a note of when the key bit that I want to listen to comes in. So that's probably the best thing to do, my darling. So I hope that helps. Awesome. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to love you and leave you. I will be live again tomorrow at midday BST. So tomorrow at midday, so back to normal time tomorrow because I'm not dealing with the dog being groomed. We will be looking at becoming the power creator you were born to be in terms of your business as well. So tune into that, and I can't wait to see you all there, my darlings. Sending you so much love. Have the most gorgeous day. Mwah. Bye.